leave me a favorite. I'm tryna make me a name.
I wanna switch up the game. I can't go out. Solo the NHS.
Niggas, little chain, I'm tryna switch up the game. Yeah. Look at the money, it's everywhere. Go to Hawaii, it's better there. I'm tryna live me a fairy tale. I'm tryna make me a name.
Yeah. Stack up my money and move. House so big and make the noise. Spend cause ain't nothing to do. No air can't start us off. Hustle these crazy some nights, so they tryna take your life.
I'm tryna switch up the game.
How can make it move?
Pull me up another couple lean. See, I'm just tryna take one of your friends home. And I got a lot of hitters on my team. And you don't want no what, but what your man's on.
We're here to have a good time. Ain't by no check, don't be crossing the line. Oh, that's your bitch, she be texting my line.
So move out my way, cause I'm on towards mine. I tell you niggas catch away from me. Now I run to the money, can never let it get away from me. Making moves, I'm on my grind, can never ever take a day from. Haters made it to the shot time, I ain't never really need a cosign. I'm a real nigga, switch no sides, got young niggas waiting on mine. I'm tired of asking, do you get the message? If you didn't know, you better pay attention.
I can't play with low lies.
Yeah, nigga only 19. She's already fucking with the right thing.
She'll be my baby all night.
Fuck all the haters. Want me go stack all the paper. She'll be sponsored by the end, he won't taste. I could go and get another one later. Used to be my dog, my number one hater. Bitch, I hesitate, my number one waiter. Good to really have a number one hater. Good to really have a number one waiter. I've been racking up on haters, I'm popping. And even if a nigga dead, you can't stop it. I don't really fuck with you and your posse. It's that's what niggas really think he could top.
My dreams is not too far away. Could handle you another day. And if you see me on your wave, you better go the other way. We're here to have a good time. Ain't by no check, don't be crossing the line. Oh, that's your bitch, she be texting my line.
So move out my way, cause I'm on towards mine. Just pull me up another couple lean. See, I'm just tryna take one of your friends home. And I got a lot of hitters on my team.
Oh, yes, you do.
And you don't want no what, but what your man's on.
I get up on the track, I spit it like no other. See that nigga Yogi, can't fuck with him, cause that's my brother. And if it's beef for him, then yeah, it's beef for me. My 40 like my friend, that's one I keep with me. My 40 go to bed and even sleep with me. We wake up in the morning, cook some breakfast and eat with me. I run up on your team and then I knock it out. And when I put in work, I'm never clocking out. Yo niggas be lacking the rhythm and motion. Hey, I hop on the track and I'm smoother than lotion. Hey, these niggas be sick, but I got all the potion. Hey, I get in the game and I bust it wide open.
We're here to have a good time. Ain't by no check, don't be crossing the line. Oh, that's your bitch, she be texting my line.
So move out my way, cause I'm on towards mine. Just pull me up another couple lean. See, I'm just tryna take one of your friends home. And I got a lot of hitters on my team. And you don't want no what, but what your man's on.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station, NHS Radio.
Yeah. Wave on. Free Max beat. Look. Welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, all my niggas paid, all my niggas paid, welcome to the wave, 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 all my niggas paid, all my niggas paid, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave.
My double cup full of brown water, Red Bull and ice. I know some brothers who sip lean, mix it with Sprite. Far Rock to Dade County. I'm so connected. I'm highly favored. I'm well respected. I took that talk, the people stop, they listen. You took that plug talk, you just an extension. My kitchen different shit, you barely got a pot to piss it. Makes you irrelevant, not to mention. We don't know you niggas. The fuck you did for us? We don't owe you niggas. We don't just talk it, we don't show you niggas. That wave you riding, we done surf through, nigga.
Double cup of Henny, feeling all these backwards with this loud. You gotta feel me. I'm just dodging all these haters. They know they wanna be me. They know they can't see me, man. It's just a wave theory. Come on.
Welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, all my niggas paid, all my niggas paid, welcome to the wave, 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 all my niggas paid, all my niggas paid, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave.
All I'm tryna do is get bread, nigga. Niggas talk, they the fat, nigga. Wild house tip, 3 the head, nigga. But I chill though, I get bread, nigga. Politic with my nigga Law. 305 base the pack of salt. Nice push off the latest V. Niggas watch, I know they hating me. Post off in the latest cut, I got the top back, nigga in the field. AZ came through all the strength. Real nigga, Hennessy we sip. Post up, deal, then we split. Turnpike maneuver through the whip. Young G back in 86. Wild nigga back in 96. 06, I had mad chips. White Merc with the black tint. Real fact, no fake tip. I got young niggas that take shit. I ain't really talking, that's basic. Y'all niggas hate, that's bitch shit. That's why Shaq stay out the way and get wavy on that wave shit. Nice.
Welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave, all my niggas paid, all my niggas paid, welcome to the wave, 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 all my niggas paid, all my niggas paid, welcome to the wave, welcome to the wave. These waters run deep and these rappers can't swim, boy. Rich don't miss the nasty time. Call me Uncle Elroy. I'm all about the Benjamins. Promoters gon' book them. My neck stone cold. You can smell a rock cooking. Got a wave out in Brooklyn. Surfing through these streets like the ocean in the.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
NHS Radio.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. Supreme Surfers episode 6. Episode 6, man. You already know what it is. We got Curly Red in the building. Hey, I need a bomb for that. Curly Red is in the building. Hey. Holiday. Hold on. You can't just say Holiday. You gotta say the Golden Child.
You already know.
That was a story behind that. She had to check Prince Marky D one time about that. You know, I did my research. Oh, okay. Drop another bomb on that. You feel me? Poondaville on the way. We got Kim Park in the building. We got some old West people out here. You know what I'm saying? We keep it family. Yeah, let me make some noise for that, man. Let's make some noise for Kim. Let's make some noise for Kim coming through. I don't know where she went. But, you know, we're going to start with Curly Red. Curly, how did you get that name?
Okay, so I naturally have curly hair. Mm-hmm. And it always used to be dyed red.
Okay.
My hair, but I'm red skinned, so it's like.
Curly red, okay, so.
Regardless if my hair is red or not, curly or straight, still curly red.
So where you from originally? You from down here?
Maryland.
Okay, what part of Maryland?
Small town, you wouldn't know where it's at.
Hey, I'm a globetrotter. I be everywhere.
Chestertown.
I've been through Chestertown.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I had some blue crabs there too.
All
right. You know what I'm saying? Holiday, the Golden Child. In here, Uber Eats.
All day, I was starving. Them niggas, shout out to DZ, the rapper, and Zoe. Zoe just dropped his album yesterday. Mm-hmm. So support the Zoe, support the fam.
Yeah, that's home team. Shout out to DZ, man.
You know, Culture Club,
man.
But I was out late with them last night, you know. Mm-hmm. But I had to be here, so I had to do this.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so I'm just catching up on some eats and getting my protein in my body get right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tell everybody what you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I heard you on a little diet. What you trying to accomplish?
It's not even a diet. I just got a healthy way of healthy way of living. Mm-hmm. I'm not 21, but you know it don't matter. You know what I mean? I want to live long, and I like looking good, and I like everything fitting right. And you know, I'm naturally a thick female. So I like to keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it tight. That's all. So I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I'm not really into fried food. I don't drink. I like the wine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not the alcohol.
Oh, you like the wine, huh?
You like wine?
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Oh, here we go then.
Can of
Goddamn
Venus.
it.
I'm a Sauvignon Blanc type of girl, New Zealand, preferably.
But you don't smoke neither. Well, you do smoke.
Oh, we can say that on the radio now because I'm off probation.
Oh, okay.
I definitely smoke the weed.
Let's make some noise for Holiday the Golden Child being on probation.
Yeah, for real. You already know, man. Hey, she shot out, man.
We got Kim in the booth too. What's going on?
What's going on, folks? What's going on?
So we adding on, like, you know what I'm saying, we adding on like a little different kind of spin to the show where we let, you know, some civilians come through and see what they want to, you know what I'm saying, get a civilian aspect of how they feel about certain topics that's going on, current events. If they got any questions they want to ask the artist, it's all good. So my next question is to the both of you all. Top 5 MCs, female.
Oh.
We're gonna start with Curly Red.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I like Nicki Minaj. I mean, obviously she birthed female rap, period. So, you know, but there's a lot of females coming up now. It's just that female rapping is not so much talked about as male rapping. It's a lot harder for the females to come into culture now. I mean, I think with Cardi B coming up, it's making it more, but I mean, it's still not the same yet. It's not on the same level. But I feel like the next couple of years it'll be about the females. But,
so what about MC like Queen Latifah?
I mean, so I was I'm young for one, but I was raised in a Christian household, so I wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop music until, you know, I started doing it on my own probably about senior year. I didn't have an iPhone until senior year in high school. So all my music, like, I don't know Biggie, I don't know Tupac, and it's no disrespect, I just don't know it. So I wasn't raised around that culture. So my culture now is the new hip hop. So I mean, like, I like Lil Wayne. Like, I always looked up to Lil Wayne and, you know, the old Nicki Minaj. But like, other than that, I didn't know who Left Eye was. I don't know. I didn't even know Will Smith rapped until last week.
Well, now you rapping. I'm gonna need you as a rapper, female rapper, to go back and just.
That's what people say, to go back, but I mean, I'm in my culture, so I mean,
this isn't a culture. This is a trend.
I mean, yeah.
The culture is created and the trend is happening because they follow the culture. Because the culture don't leave. The culture's still here. You understand what I'm saying? It's just getting recreated. The 6ix9ines and the Bad Barbies and all of them and the Cuban Savages. All of them is even birthed from the vagina of Queen Latifah and MC Lyte. There's somebody to say different. Nicki Minaj will tell you she's birthed from their vagina too.
Fact. That's a fact.
I hear you, but then Cardi B is gonna be birthing bitches too. So I mean, everything evolves over time. So I mean, it's gonna be a new person gonna come up, and then they gonna be birthing people, and it's gonna keep moving.
Fact. So now I gotta ask you who your top 5 gospel artists since you was growing in the church. I just want to make sure she not bullshitting me here.
Nah, I like the number one I would have to say is Lecrae, because Lecrae is like that artist that even back like in 2004, he was that artist that if you were, you know, if you're young like me and, you know, you're trying to be, you know, trying to stay on the right path, but then you like hip hop music, he was always like that artist that was able to mix the culture. And like now Lecrae, you know, now he just made an album with Zaytoven, and like he's now in mainstream with Ty Dolla $ign, and he's working with these mainstream artists to put the message out there. So I mean, I love, you know, like I love my gospel music, but as I started to grow up, you know, it wasn't cool to listen to that. You know, I know all the old church songs, but it's like as trying to be in hip hop culture and still trying to keep my faith, Lecrae definitely. And there's Colton Jones. There's a lot of hip hop artists and rap that people don't even know about. But I love Lecrae because I like how he stands up for his faith, but then he's also in our hip hop culture, and he's just speaking. You know, you don't have to say, you know, I praise Jesus every day, read the 10 Commandments. That's not really how you have to rap if you want to rap. You know, preaching your word. You know, it's just you have to listen to the message, and you listen to Lecrae, you don't even know he's a gospel rapper, and I respect that so much. Like he's probably like my top because I like hip hop music.
So let's sing The Old Account Was Settled Long Ago. You know that gospel song?
Nah. Oh, what? No. Say it. Sing the word.
The old account was settled long ago. Hallelujah.
Nah.
Drop a bomb on me, baby.
Which hymn did that one come out of?
The Wave.
You gotta pull the hymn 15. Book for that one.
I love that. Growing up in a church household, like I grew up total opposite. Like my grandmother was the church, the mother of the church, but she couldn't force me to go. Mm-hmm. But I was waking up. My dad was a DJ, so 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, he's downstairs doing a whole new mixtape, a whole new everything. Mm-hmm. I grew up around Rakim, and I grew up around them. They were older than me. I was a kid, but they were coming to my house to come check my pops. Shout out to Grandmaster Flash and all of them. I know of them because I grew up hip hop. Like hip hop is. When they talk about, like, what was your first song that you knew you loved hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got up and started walking the raw bass. It take two. That's when I started to walk. January 24th, 1988, I was a one-year-old. I was a one-year-old at that time. So hip hop is, you know what I'm saying?
But I love the new gospel, which is like the Ty Tribbett and
Ty Tribbett just made a song. He sounded like I was listening to. I thought it was Young Thug for a second.
I love it. They get busy.
My dad was listening to it. I was like, my dad is not listening to Young Thug right now.
I love Marvin Sapp.
It's definitely Ty Tribbett.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Marvin Sapp. Like I think I listen to him like 4 or 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And Yolanda Adams will always have my heart. So.
Top 5 MCs. Holiday the Golden Child.
Well, she said 2 of them, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. I adore Amy Winehouse. Like she's like my if I could say who I am, I'm like Foxy Brown and Amy Winehouse had a baby. Of course, Little Kim. So I mean, there's your 5. And I just wouldn't put Cardi and Nicki in that because you're saying them all times to me. You know what I'm saying? And forever. And I love Cardi. I used to dance. So shout out to Lush, shout out to New York, Cardi sis. You know what I'm saying? So, but this game is so different where the pen is not the almighty no more. You know what I mean? It used to be the almighty where to be a rapper you had to write and you had to, like, it wasn't just enough to just be this personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, all right, well, let me see what your pen game is like. I remember somebody saying, I want to get in the studio with Fat Joe. He said, well, better make sure that pen game is crazy because Joe is a writer. You understand what I'm saying? I said, all right, well, hold on. Let me get my shit right before I don't want to be embarrassed in the studio with him, But, they my top 5. You know what I mean? Aunt Dot was a record that made me really, really want to rap. Lil Kim. You know what I'm saying? She told a story. I'm a storyteller. And she told a story on that shit, like just letting know, like, yo, your best friends are snitching on you, they plotting on you, they want to see you dead, they put a bomb in your bins. I'm on a mission now to do some harm to your friends. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
that's all real life shit.
Yeah.
Shout out JM, shout out the homie C's, shout out Nino Brown, rest in peace, Big. Yeah, man. So next question I got for you, Curly Red. Who is Curly Red outside of the gospel upbringing? You know what I'm saying? You popping right now on social media, very hot. Who is Curly Red as the person?
Okay. I am Curly Red and I'm also Brittany. So you asked me who Curly Red is. So I'm a dancer. For one, that's how I obviously came up with my name because, when you start dancing, you got to come with another name. So I came up with that name because I always had curly red hair. And Curly Red is just a dancer. I'm an entertainer. Like when I get booked to host events, I'm lit. I'll be in everybody's section. I don't just be in one spot. And I don't drink, so like people think, I act like I'm drunk because I just be lit. So like at work, I'm an entertainer, so I do tricks, I do flips, I jump off the stage, I do a lot of stuff. I used to want to, be big in the dance industry, but then I had a baby. So when I had my son, I decided that I didn't want to have this big name. I don't mind that I'm dancing while my son is still young, but I didn't want to have a big name as a dancer. My social media, on the other hand, is like, it's risque, but it's not like a lot of people don't know that I dance from my Instagram. I just look like maybe like another Instagram model who just shows their body. You might think I do fitness or whatever, but the Instagram is just it's smart marketing.
Facts.
Right now. So I mean, you think of me like you see me on Instagram, you might think I'm stuck up or I'm this girl. I like to show my body. I drink all the time. That's not how Brittany is. Like Brittany, like me, I'm like a whole different person. That's like I put a wig on, I'm a whole different person type thing like that. But
it's your alter ego.
Yeah, it's like it's my other side.
How old is your son?
He's 2.5.
That's what's up. Let's make some noise for Brittany's son. Now, who is the golden child? Who is the golden child?
I don't even think you gotta ask that.
Who is Holiday, the golden child?
A chick from New York. You know what I mean? With no sad story, not unapologetic. Like I'm not about to sit here and be like, yo, I came from, you know, the trenches and I grew up. Both my parents had really good jobs. Everything was very much available to me. Every resource, college, I could have been anything I wanted to be in the world. It was very much available to me. But I was a renegade. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, well, our grass is green outside and everybody's lawn is done on this block. But when I go to Brooklyn and the Bronx, it ain't like that. And I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? And at 16, yeah, the guys in Long Island, they're driving and they're proper and two-family home. But the nigga I want to fuck with from Harlem, he ain't never know his daddy and he ain't know his mama. And I don't want to know about the niggas I already know about and the lifestyle I'm already living. I want to know something else. So, you know, I started traveling to the city and started being around that and just being around that whole culture. Shout out to Trav and, you know, Slow Bucks. I was around that whole, like,
the whole wave.
Movement, Waka, and just, you know, being at video shoot. Shout out to French and just being around them, like, you know, just happy to be there. I didn't even know I wanted to do music. I just knew I wanted to be around that.
Yeah, it's just the culture. It just does something to you when everybody just around just feel a kind of way. Yeah.
Holiday's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference in being an artist or a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a superstar. So I'm a brand. I don't just make music. I write, I produce, I creative direct. I'm working on new products right now. I'm a baby venture capitalist. I own a restaurant, you know, Be Live Miami. I used to dance. I danced for like maybe 6 years. I retired in 2015 and I was a house arrest for like 3 years. Got into a car accident. Everybody know Miami was on the news, you know. It changed my entire life. It slowed me down. It got me focused. You know, I'm not into drugs. It's not my thing. I always been, anybody in the strip club know, I always was the focused bitch. Like, I wasn't getting fucked up. You'll never catch me in the bathroom with my head in the toilet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't steal. I don't cut bitches' throats. Like, my nigga is my nigga. Like, if he's coming in for Holly, he's definitely not checking for you. We two different type of bitches. So I always stayed in my lane. Like, you know, I'm confident. Holiday is focused.
Tell the people how you got that name, because it's quite interesting how you came up with it.
Well, my birthday is on Thanksgiving.
So that's where the holiday come from.
Yeah, 11/23. Shout out to the sad season, you know. Hove, Nicki, the greats.
And the golden child part.
Golden child came from K Cutter, from Miami. Shout out to K Cutter. He got a new song out right now called Tear 'Em Up, featuring Ken Jones. I'm signed to Ken Jones. So shout out to them right now. Go get that on iTunes. It's available everywhere. Okay. But K Cutter gave me the golden child. For Halloween, I had painted myself completely gold. And at the time, he had a song called $30,000 Body. Okay. Bad bitch with a $30,000 body. And that's when everybody was getting their titties done and lipo. And it was the crave, you know. And I was doing it too. And I painted myself gold, and everybody remembered me the next day, like, you was the girl who was painted all gold. And then Cutter was like, it's all about branding, Holiday. You need to call yourself the golden child, because everybody kept calling me Golden. Right. Fuck Holiday, they were just calling me Golden. Golden. And I was like, that's too long of a name to remember. Who's going to say Holiday the golden child? And so I got on stage one day. He said, every time somebody say your name, make sure they say the whole shit. Don't let them slip and slide and just say Holiday. So Prince Market D from the Fat Boys. He was a DJ, King of Diamonds at the time. And he was like, anybody from New York come to the stage? We got Holiday. And I was like, no. I'm not dancing till you say my name. That's not what is written on the paper. And he stopped the music. He said, oh, my bad. Introducing Holiday, the motherfucking golden child. And after that, it was... That's my name. That's my Instagram. If you Google me, everything I've ever done in my life, I've been published 6 times, Straight Stunting, Smooth, Show Magazine. You know what I'm saying? I've done it all. Like, I knew that I wanted to be in entertainment. I just didn't know where my purpose was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know how I was gonna get there.
So you was a part of that. You were a part of that King of Diamond wave when niggas was really hitting.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you like 2011, 12.
White Force coming in. Shout out to Vixen. Her name is Melanie, but she owns a Flawless Icon. That's why you might catch a lot of celebrities, Brian McKinney, all of them, Trina, everybody go there, get they, laser lipo, hair removal, B12 shots, all the good shit to keep you right. That's my sister. But we was ganging in King of Diamonds. Niggas knew they was coming in. Shout out to I never was really like close to Mazzani and them, but Mazzani was in there. Like that was our era. Like double those twins was waitresses. Like they was just starting to model. Like shit was just starting to. Shout out to Paper. This before Paper got the new grills and it was like you had to know them Zoes.
China was in there too at that time, right?
China was not in there.
Okay.
China was gone.
What about Diamond?
China was fucking with
DTB, Diamond the Body. She was in there.
Diamond never danced at King of Diamonds.
Okay.
She might have passed through, but she was at the office.
Okay.
Tip, when I got there, Tip had just really fell off the pole.
Oh, that's when she had. Okay.
Yeah, she had just fell off the pole and
212.
Yeah, and then she was getting back to like she was bartending. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tip. A lot of people don't know she from Long Island. She from New York.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
me neither.
I had no idea. I thought she was from here the whole time.
Rare.
That's crazy. That's crazy. We gonna switch lanes and take it back to Curly. Curly Red, with you being an entertainer or a dancer now, like, how does your upbringing or family, like, do they accept it? Like, they see it like this? Is it a joke, or how do they take it? What's their response to it?
It was hard in the beginning, because my dad's a pastor, so I'm not just like in the church. My dad's a pastor. My brother's a youth pastor. I grew up in the choir, so
I'm coming to church with you, okay? I need prayer.
I go to church Saturday nights, Calvary Chapel. Anyways, it was hard. Like I was actually getting kicked out. I was 18 years old. I was actually getting kicked out of the house for something else. My dad be tripping, so he was in the process of kicking me out. And while he was packing up my stuff, he found like a whole bunch of money in my room. And my parents had suspected something because I started, buying. I used to work at McDonald's, and I love McDonald's. I was a manager, so I used to start buying like stuff. Like I would have like nice sunglasses or whatever.
Big shit.
And they would be like, they would see it like they're like, I know this McDonald's. I don't like to spend money, so I would never buy myself stuff. So my dad thought I was dealing drugs. My dad was a drug dealer before he got saved. So he would always
knew what that bag was. He like, yo, I seen this before.
Nah, before the bag.
Hey, make some noise for that daddy being an ex dope boy, man. Gotta make noise for the old
Nah. They just seen like my money change. My dad thought I was in the streets dealing drugs. So so he would talk to me about it, sometimes, and then like it came to a point like he was trying to kick me out. So he was packing up my stuff. He found like a wad of money, but it wasn't like all big bills. It was all ones. I just had it, like in a shoebox. It was when I first started. I had only danced 2 days though, and then I didn't like it, so I never went back for like 5 months. And he happened to find the money that I had in them 2 days.
How much you made in those 2 days?
My first night dancing, I think I made like $500. I was dancing at a white club, Booby Trap in Pompano. And my second night, I ended up meeting a guy who's a coal miner from Haiti, and he's a billionaire. He gave me a lot of money for my number. So I made a lot of money. But I couldn't do it. I cried, and I didn't want to go back. And so I stopped doing it. So I was chilling. I was back at McDonald's, and I went to school. I went to FAU my freshman year. So they found the money. So, I couldn't really explain it. It was a lot of ones. So I was like, I got kicked out. We fought. I got kicked out. And then over the time, like, they knew what I was doing, but my dad never approved my baby daddy. Like, he didn't approve of my friends or nobody I hung out with. But I was living on my own, so he really couldn't say nothing. I got into a car accident, and then I had to reach it back out because I stopped talking to my parents when I moved out. I was like, whatever. So I got into a car accident. It wasn't bad, but I had to call him, because I was on my ass. So then I moved in with my baby daddy. They didn't like it, but they kind of like, they let me, they do as much as they can do as parents. As parents, you can only say so much to your child before your child decides to do whatever. So my parents know we instilled the knowledge and we told you what's right and wrong. Like, whatever else you do, we cannot be up all night worrying about what you're doing. So, after I had my baby, my dad was very upset. Like, once I had my baby, they were like, if you go back to dancing, we're going to disown you, basically. So I tried to get a regular job. I was working at this little restaurant, and the only reason why I didn't stay was because my manager was racist, and I couldn't take her. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, I make my whole paycheck in 30 minutes at work. Like, I don't need to be sitting here dealing with my manager in my ear, telling me what to do and not to do. And she was rude, so I quit. And then it was, when they found out, they didn't want to have anything to do with me, but as the time, like, months went by, like, my parents know my heart, and they know why I do what I do, and they see what I do with my money. I'm just not out here, and I've always stayed focused, and I got back, because I had stopped going to school, and I took a break, and I was dancing. That's all I was doing, and I got pregnant, and I went back to school. So since then, I'm on the right track. I'm trying to be a lawyer. I'm studying right now at FIU. So, like, they know my heart, and, like, they know who I am as a person, and I do what I do to make money. I don't make the hustle doesn't make me, I make the hustle.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They don't care anymore.
Holiday the golden child.
I feel you.
Explain to us in full detail your first night of dancing. What's the first night like?
This club called Junior's in the Bronx. Actually, it was in Massapequa at a bar. Me and my homegirl, this girl named Tasha. I was dating her cousin. And we went to this bar. And I'll never forget they played Jeezy. Young Jizzle from the bottom of the map. It was like the karaoke joint. And that was the first song they played. And niggas was like, get on the pool table. And I got on the pool table and started dancing. They started throwing money. I think I left with like $200. I'd already had in the back of my mind that I wanted to dance because I used to go out with my niggas from the Bronx called Boss Night. We used to go to Sofa Lounge in the Bronx. It was a big nightclub, and everybody know in New York, it was very racist at the time. Like, if you wasn't Spanish, you couldn't dance in New York. Like, or if you wasn't connected or didn't shape like the Spanish girls, you couldn't dance. Only black girls that was really getting money in New York at the time was Nia Lee and Johnny Blaze. Niggas was fucking with them, like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember we go there and I watched all these bitches leave with a bag of money, and I'm like, I want that. So I said, do you want to see me naked? Like, how would I look naked? Like, you know, I'm asking my homies and my friends, and, you know, can I twerk? Is the ass moving? Like, I'm asking all of that. So my homie said, listen, let me just give you one piece of advice. If you gonna care what people think, don't dance. Because the moment you do, it's not gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Said some real shit.
So I went to this club. I Googled clubs. I called Junior. I said, what I gotta have to come in and dance? He said, just the ID and $20 or whatever. So I bought a big bottle of Sveka. Yep, because it was cheap. And went to the Bronx, and it was an all new club that don't sell alcohol. So I snuck it in the bag, and I got in there. And I was always a girl. I never had beef with other females. Like, they might have been intimidated by me, but I'm the type of bitch, I just want to learn, sis. Like, I'm just trying to get in here and get my coins. So I'm not looking to beef with the head top-notch bitch in here. I'm looking to, yo, bitch, put me under the wing. Like, you mother. Like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? You ain't here getting all this paper. Show me how you talking to these niggas, how you finessing them out the bag. Like, that was me. So, and they loved that. So all the bitches took me under the wing. You know what I'm saying? While the rest of the bitches that had been there trying to tell me stay away from her.
Yeah, they hate
She's a hater.
Yeah.
She gonna cut your throat. No, bitch, you a weak bitch, because if a bitch could cut your throat was already cut.
Make some noise for the whole throat already being cut.
Bars. I started dancing there at Junior's, and then after that, I got my weight up. I went to the Wedge, House Wedge in the Bronx, and then from there, I went to this club called Club 11, and then this is like before French got popping. He used to have Saturday nights. This was called Coke Boy Nights. And I was like the first Coke girl ever. Like, before DJ Duffy, shout out to DJ Duffy, but I was the first one with the Coke Boy t-shirt on, and they knew if they had that t-shirt on, French was coming in, and he was gonna let the bag go. Shout out to Kai, Bang, all the Coke boys, like all them boys, like they used to come in and throw the bag in New York, like, you know what I'm saying? So I went from there, and then I said, okay, I'm ready to travel now. And this is before getting the body done or nothing. I started traveling. Bitches, they said you had to travel in a group. Started hitting Atlanta by myself, Texas by myself, Miami by myself. After that, once I knew I could walk in that dress room by myself, and bitches might have wanted to fight me, they might have wanted to rob me, but they never did it.
Never did it.
You look aggressive, though.
Never did it. And I'm not even that type of girl. I only made example out of one girl. Her name is, I ain't even going to get that.
Don't put it on.
Anyway, the point is like, you know what I mean? I was always knew how to be the bigger person. Like, a bitch can't never bring me out of my character. Like, she can't be that. I like getting money. I like being fly from New York. Like, we like it, and we pride on clothes. I went to school to show off my new sneakers.
Facts. So with that being said, what's the biggest bag you ever took home in one night?
10 grand.
10 grand.
Yeah, and I didn't even get naked. I was in Vegas. It was at shout out to Akinelli. We was at it's called Lollipops. It was the first black-owned strip club in Vegas. This is the weekend Mayweather fought Cotto. My first time ever in Vegas. Suge Knight, Tip came out. Bow Wow. At the time, white girl rapper Cache or Kasha.
Krayshawn?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking, that shit was so lit. Like, we couldn't even move in it. And then it was like these Polynesian men coming in. Like, they get the reservation was around the way.
Right.
They get the checks that.
Niggas made through that bag.
That was the first time I could walk in the store and buy whatever I wanted.
Facts.
Get that bag.
Now, Kim, how much you made in one night? Okay. We're not going to disclose that. Curly Red. Can you talk about that? What's the biggest bag you ever took home in a club in one night?
6. My birthday last year.
That's what's up, man.
Okay.
That makes you, that makes you look at life in a total different aspect. Like, I don't need no job. You can make people's, like, annual salary, like, within a week.
I agree and I disagree.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that's how you get caught up in the game.
There you go.
Because, like, when you try to get out and you try to start your own business or, you do a regular job.
Young things smart over there,
You're not going to make what you make in the club, and that's why girls always go back to the club. So you gotta be humble and know, like, I'm making more than doctors. I can make more than doctors make, but theoretically speaking, I'm not trying to do this my whole life. So you do it, you take advantage as long as you can, and when you get out in the real world, you just gotta have your savings, and you just gotta know, I just gotta keep pushing to what I'm trying to do.
Facts. Because there's girls in the club.
Been there since
when I started.
was born.
And they still in there.
And
I'm 23.
Yeah, listen,
girls in the club. I'm goddamn 40 years old.
I was doing like my own little podcast at one point, right? And I'm probably the only one still with this interview from Blue Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? This is right before the movie dropped. And I interviewed him and I said, where's the girls at from the BMF days? Like, cause I hate being in the dressing room. They like, I was dancing when Big Meech was here, bitch. If you was dancing when Big Meech was here,
for a minute.
You been here too long.
Them niggas was buying houses.
Yeah.
Okay, they was buying land.
Yeah,
them niggas was living.
We was in high school when them boys was popping. That's like
why
02, 03, 04. Like,
me and Blue was looking at each other like, why? There's some old hoes in the strip club.
They just feel like
and they be trying to bully the young bitches.
Yeah.
They be trying to bully them young bitches. Bitch, if you don't get your old ass out of here, like, unless
So in the underworld of dancing, like,
if you're gonna
there's
be
any seniority,
it's cold to this. If you're gonna be an older bitch in the club, you better be that bitch. And when I say that bitch, meaning you should not be walking the floor on a dead night. You should know when your niggas is coming in to make your bag, make your show, because it's all about perception, and be a boss bitch in the club. Make your bag and go home. Don't talk to these bitches, do your thing. Put bitches on the money. Get the young bitches under your wing, because all they gonna do is say, that's my sis, dance her too. When they come in with their little trick niggas, they gonna take care of you. I remember All-Star Weekend, one weekend, Tip Drill came in with some bossed up niggas. I ain't even know these niggas. I ain't even know how to get in the section. She was like, come here, that's my sis from Miami. Why? Because when I used to come in with niggas, I used to be like, dance her. You know what I'm saying? And then you get swift with it and you be like, listen, little bitch, I'm about to have this nigga spend $5,000. Count that up, I want $2,500 off the top. You wouldn't even have made this without me. That's how I move.
Yeah, hey, you gotta shoot the cut.
You know what I'm saying?
Spend money to make money.
Because they be in the club and I be like, sis, you gotta get a touch up. If you gonna stay in the club, you gotta get all that touched up, titties, everything. You gotta get right. The only bitch I see that's up in age still getting to the bag is this bitch Pole Assassin. This bitch is a motherfucking beast.
Hey, make some noise for Pole Assassin. We gotta get up there.
I don't know, but yeah, shout out to
beast. And got kids. And
but now knowing that y'all already lived the life, you know what I'm saying? Would you say the movie Players Club is very accurate?
Yes.
Very?
Yes.
Okay.
You can get caught up real quick. I done seen bitches shoot dope in they pussy in the dressing room. You know what I'm saying? So
why you do that?
You know what I mean? Bitches give it up crazy out here to get right just so they don't see the marks in their arms. You know what I mean? It's a common thing. Hey, sis, you want a line? I'd be like, bitch, you gonna get that shit up out of here.
I heard in between the fingers and between the feet.
Yeah,
and shit, but I ain't never heard.
I used to, when we used to do like lap dance, I used to have this one customer. I used to want to sniff coke off my butt crack. I let him. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. He paid well. You know what I mean? But he like, I pay you more if you do it with me. I'll be like,
nah. I'm straight, dog.
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
I'm good.
So Curly Red, you seen Players Club before, right? You never see it?
We gotta give. I'm gonna take her on a date
Friday,
to go see.
I ain't never seen
Players
Notorious.
Club.
I ain't seen no old BT.
Yeah, we gotta give her a nice little history
movie
trip.
Day, sis. All right, don't worry.
If they were to remake Players Club, who would you star in the cast?
I would have to be the blonde hair chick. What's her name?
Ronnie.
Mm-hmm. Because Ronnie was cold. She was the top bitch.
Man,
she said it how it was, and she got bitches in line. Like these little bitches out here don't even know how to clean their pussy straight. Like they don't. And instead of talking about them, you supposed to pull sis to the side and be like, yo, look, this is how you do this. Listen, I know that get you right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because some females don't. Or sometimes they be fucking with niggas and niggas be little dirty niggas. Like, and they don't be knowing them niggas. Yo, let me tell you something. I know a nigga in the club right now gave my homegirl something, right? Mm-hmm. He's still in the club. He was an old school nigga. He's still in the club wrapping up bitches. And them bitches be like, oh my God, he's coming to get me. You know, so-and-so. I'm like, you can have that, sis. You can have that.
You can have that, son.
Hey, with that being said, man, Solo, go ahead and drop that I'm That Bitch by Curly Red.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station, NHS Radio.
I'm that bitch and you know it. Quarterback booty in the club, I gotta throw it. Hot potato money in his hands, he gotta throw it. Your girl say she ain't pressed, but she always seems to show it. Yeah, bad bitch like I'm Trina. I see a nigga thirsty, he could call me Aquafina. And if my kitty calls, he coming faster than a cheetah. I just put it on him, now he swore that I'm a keeper. Ha, you a brat, I'm a diva. Mama like the fuck, yes, I'm a sexy mamacita. You hoes ain't on my level, where y'all at, cause I don't see ya. Don't try to talk to me if you don't got it, nigga, see ya. I ain't being bougie, I just know what I got. And all these bitches hating cause I'm something they not. Every time I make it drop, I'm getting my guap. I treat life like sex, it feels better on top. I'm that bitch and you know it. Quarterback booty in the club, I gotta throw it. Hot potato money in his hands, he gotta throw it. Your girl say she ain't pressed, but she always seems to show it. I'm like this, but you can't get like that. All these bitches copy like the cat, I got the sauce they lack. Blowing like the old school Nicki bitch, the Barbie bag. You know I got cake inside these jeans, who need a party pack? Who's the baddest bitch? That's a question I don't gotta ask. They all know the facts, don't you ask me what's up in my back. Bitch just know it's racks. Yes, I'm about my cheddar cheese, ho. I don't fuck with rats, never been the type to please, ho. It's okay if you mad, bitch, it's Curly Red. They can't get me out they head, I know he want me in his bed. I'ma make him back instead. My body right, yeah. My hair on fleek, yeah. I know they try, but these hoes cannot compete, yeah. I'ma pull up when I pull up, I just shine on these hoes. Pop my pussy, turn around and spin around on that pole. Yeah, I'm who they wanna be, you know I'm the bitch's goals. Control your nigga, cause I'll have him going out of control. I'm that bitch and you know it. Quarterback booty in the club, I gotta throw it. Hot potato money in his hands, he gotta throw it. Your girl say she ain't pressed, but she always seems to show it. I'm that bitch and you know it. Quarterback booty in the club, I gotta throw it. Hot potato money in his hands, he gotta throw it. Your girl say she ain't pressed, but she always seems to show it. Type to please, ho. It's okay if you mad, bitch, it's Curly Red. They can't get me out they head, I know he want me in his bed. I'ma make him back instead. My body right, yeah. My hair on fleek, yeah. I know they try, but these hoes cannot compete, yeah. I'ma pull up when I pull up, I just shine on these hoes. Pop my pussy, turn around and spin around on that pole. Yeah, I'm who they wanna be, you know I'm the bitch's goals. Control your nigga, cause I'll have him going out of control. I'm that bitch and you know it. Quarterback booty in the club, I gotta throw it. Hot potato money in his hands, he gotta throw it. Your girl say she ain't pressed, but she always seems to show it. I'm that bitch and you know it. Quarterback booty in the club, I gotta throw it. Hot potato money in his hands, he gotta throw it. Your girl say she ain't pressed, but she always seems to show it.
Yeah. Nigga, you broke. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Get your bread up. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eating. All my my ladies fed up. Nigga, you broke. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Get your bread up. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eating, all my ladies fed up. Got that water, niggas sailing, swimming in my ocean. And juicy, sweet pussy smelling, feeling like some lotion. In that two-seater, speeding out in traffic coasting. Look at me, baby, everything I touch is golden. And if I fuck your nigga, baby, you understand I'm riding. She said, pull up, just know I'm in the cup beside it. All up in my stomach when I sit up in the riding. And I got him shook, these double D's, got him hiding. Eat my pussy after every position. And if he calling you hot, just know that I'm missing. I'm probably out of town, on a new mission. I need a big bag and a baby that's listening. Nigga, you broke. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Get your bread up. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eating, all my ladies fed up. Nigga, you broke. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Get your bread up. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eating, all my ladies fed up. I'm back searching. Get the money, then fuck 'em. Don't talk to me. Be quiet. Need a new Birkin, so I bet you working. I'm over you. Oh, think I need something new. We used to fuck. Say less, you my ex, new dick on. Nigga, you broke, no crip, you local, you cabessa. You're stressing me out, you broke, no clout, I could do better. New nigga, more cheddar, the more, the merrier. Merry Christmas, I'm slaying you. Hallelujah, I'm praying you. Get your money up, nigga, stop wasting my time. Ain't fucking father time, but a bitch, father's wine. I could bet my last dime, hands up, nigga. Everything in your fucking pocket, nigga, you broke. Shut up, don't talk to me, get your bread up. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eating, all my ladies fed up. Nigga, you broke. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Get your bread up. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eating, all my ladies fed up. Nigga, you broke. This is to all my niggas and bitches. If you not giving me no money, get the fuck out my face. If we not getting no money, get the fuck out my face. And if you're not giving me everything you got in your pockets, get the fuck out my face. See, cause nigga, I don't give a fuck. You got a big ass dick. I want the money. Broke ass. Nigga, you broke.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station. NHS Radio.
I gotta get them crumbs though, man. You saw me?
You're now surfing with the Surfers. We're back. Episode 6. Holiday the Golden Child. Curly Red. We just heard 2 songs. You know what I'm saying? Well, 3 songs. We heard 2 from Holiday the Golden Child.
A movie.
One from Curly Red.
Yeah. And then from the women's point of view.
And we trying to see what it is. We getting it together in the studio.
Yeah.
I think that's powerful, man. That's
So,
the power in that.
how would you describe your music style?
All right. Me, Brittany, I don't like material things. I don't care for designer. I'd rather just spend my money on bills and whatever else. Curly Red, I still don't like designer and stuff because I still don't like spending money. But, like, me in the club, like, all right. I don't know. A lot of girls think that I'm really conceited and I'm stuck up and I'm mean because I go to work and I go to work. I don't have time to be, hi, what's up? Like, I don't, I mean, like, hey, what's good? Like, I'll wink at you, but I don't sit there and talk to girls and be, like, in groups and I just be working. Like, I don't, but the thing about me is also, like, I'm an entertainer. So, like, I bring a lot of attention to myself. Like, I pride myself on being that person when I walk in. Like, you know, I just walked in and
Facts.
I be doing a lot of stuff, like real. I like to do stuff where people are like, "Oh my gosh, did you just do that?"
So what would you say is your motivation?
I really don't have a motivation, to be honest. I'm not gonna be here and stereotypical like, "Oh, my son," you know, because I will hustle regardless for my child. I don't care if I was working at 7-Eleven, I would be hustling for my son. But I think like as far as the dancing goes, what keeps me going is I just like to be that person where people just like excited to see me. I just like putting on a show. Like I like people to be like, oh my gosh, like I love that. Like I like the excitement. I just love the energy. Like people call me the Energizer Bunny because like I'm like people think like people would think I'm on coke or something because I just be bouncing up all night.
You sure?
So
Let me see
I'm positive.
those.
So no, I don't do drugs. I'm just saying. But so like Curly Red, like my music. I mean, okay, I can sing like I previously mentioned, but I haven't done it yet because I gave up singing for a reason that happened in my life. So I never really went back to it. And I feel like it might be corny, but I feel like singing was God's gift to me, and I feel like I would not do justice if I sang secular music. I feel like if I'm gonna use my voice, I have to sing. It has to be gospel music. It has to be something that glorifies the Lord. So right now, like I'm playing with the rap music, and I always loved music. Like it was music. Singing was always something that I did. Rapping not so much, but when I was younger, I was always in the choruses in school, and I bumped into some guys who have a studio now, and they knew me when I was like 13, 14, and they were like, "Yo, have you ever tried to get in the studio?" I was like, "Nah, I stopped singing," because I had stopped singing between those years. So they're like, try, like we remember you could sing, try something. So I was like, I'll try something with rap. I'll just give me a beat, I'll try to write something. So I went home and wrote something real corny, and I did it, but they're like, you have potential, because
you got a catchy voice too.
I don't like my voice. That's the thing. I hate my voice.
You got a catchy voice.
Nah. Okay, when I first recorded, I be thinking I sound deep and hard. Like I be thinking I sound hard as shit. When I got on the mic, I was like, hell no, because I don't like the squeaky. Right. No disrespect to the city girls, but I don't like it. I can't. That voice is annoying. And when you hear it in the club, you hear like you can't understand what the fuck they saying. The beat's sketchy, the hook is sketchy. Fuck that nigga. But the verses, I can't get.
But that's how y'all sound to us when y'all arguing anyway. So we gotta.
But I see. I don't. As long as I didn't sound like that, I was straight. But when I heard my voice, I was like, wow, I'm real high pitched. I be trying to get deeper in the studio. I really don't like my voice, but. I never knew how I sounded because you sound different than what you. Some people say they sound the same, but I think in my head I sound more deeper.
Yeah, everybody sounds different. Everybody sounds different.
I really don't
record
have my
it
voice
compared to how you talk. You know what I'm saying?
I talk the same way I rap.
Don't get on there with that British accent. I think she talks the same way she rap.
I think she talks the same. Some people do sound the same. Some people don't.
That's my mistake. That's why I probably started rapping because everybody kept saying, "You sound like a rapper. You sound like Remy." I'm like, what?
Yeah, I can hear.
I don't even rap.
So what would you say? What would you say? How much has your music changed from the older music to the newest?
I've tapped into my sound. Like this music that you're hearing right now is only the beginning, and it's me telling my story, trying to get you. Not trying. I am introducing you to who I am and where I come from and what I'm about. I'm excited because I'm working on a new project with all new production, and Ken Jones is behind this project 100%. So the sound, the music, the everything that's about to be is gonna be an explosion.
So what would you say is like one of the biggest misconceptions people have of dancers turned rappers?
I don't mean to cut you off, but I hate that shit. Can I curse on here?
Of course.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't like that shit because at the end of the day, people always want to like, oh, why all these dancers want to be rappers. My thing about it is look at all the niggas. Every nigga is a fucking dope dealer. Right. They a hood nigga. Every hood nigga dream is you either gonna play sports or you're gonna be a rapper. But nobody says that about them. But girls, and dancing is a hustle. Right. So I'm just as much of a hustle as a nigga who sell drugs. I'm just in a female hustle. Fact. So hustlers are hustlers, period. So we just gonna get this bread together. I just don't like when people always want to stereotype, dancers always trying to do okay. But, and hood niggas and niggas with bags and from the hood always trying to rap.
Also, I like it though. I like the controversy of you got a fat ass. You must be a dancer. You rap? Oh, word, that's cute.
But then when you come through spitting, niggas don't really be.
For me, you need the feelings. No disrespect. You need the girls who think they can rap, who think they hard, who think they popping, who think they can be it, who think they the next whatever. You need those girls. That fuels me. And this is in my own subconscious mind. I'm it.
Curly Red, what you think people gonna get from your music?
I just like to turn up. I make a lot of club music.
Facts.
Cause I'm a dancer.
Okay.
So I make a lot of music that goes in the club. So yeah, there was an issue when I first started. I mean, I just started doing this like in July. Mm-hmm. When I first started, when I made my first song, well, I made a handful of songs, but the guys I was working with. Okay, so I went to Atlanta. I'm pretty big in Atlanta. I'm not from there, but I'm really big when I go out there. So I got asked by a guy whose name is Nietzsche from YSL. He just was in a featured with Thug on Slimed In, and I got asked to come out there to do a song with him and Rich Pablo to feature in it, right? Because he said he liked my voice. He followed me on Instagram. So when I first went out there to Atlanta, I was in the studio. I met a lot of other people in the studio, and then I was working. So I met Cassius J. Cassius J.
Shout out to Cassius. I fuck with that boy Cash.
I met Cassius, and then Cassius took a liking to me, and then brought me to PB Longway Studio, took me to Trouble Studio. So he was introduced me to a lot of people in Atlanta. So I was like, you know, for that short like weekend I was out there, I was popping. Like I was in everybody's studio. I was making music all night. I was just doing a whole bunch of stuff. My producers from here, because the rap culture here in Atlanta are two different cultures. Like here, everything's cutthroat. Nobody help people. Nobody put people on. It's all big competition. In Atlanta, everybody's so friendly. Like they just like, let me hear your work. Let me do this. Come over here. Try this. Like they just so like their culture is so much different, which is why they winning out there, and down here is a lot harder. So my producers from here, they saw how like, you know, how much attention I got out there and how people want to work with me, and I'm not signed to them, and I was never going to sign to them. So when it came time for me to drop my single, they was trying to drop my single on Spotify and iTunes under their label name. I'm not signed to y'all. So Cassius was like, no, do it yourself. Like, I'll show you, because I didn't know how to do anything. They didn't try to tell me how to do a BMI or how to get a distro. They weren't trying to tell me nothing. Like, I would always ask them, like, how do you make money from this? Oh, we're just making music, just chill. So what ended up happening was, when I cut it and I was like, I'm going to do it myself, they were like, okay, you can't release their music no more. They copyright all the music. So all my, like, 6-7 songs I had with them, they basically held it for me. I never signed paperwork on it, so I basically have no rights for it if they already did it. Like I had an original music video I dropped on YouTube, and I had over 12,000 views in about 2 weeks. That shit got taken down. All my shit from my first song, my single, got taken down because I was working with some fuck niggas and I didn't know the game. So at the moment, like I'm trying to get back on my feet. So I work with Cassius, and Cassius is helping me out a lot. So he's been a big mentor, and I don't want to sign to nobody. I've had offers and deals already before. I don't even have no music out. I don't want to do it yet because I'm just, you know, I'm trying, like, I'm going to school, like, I'm trying to be a lawyer. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and if I blew up and I became an artist or whatever, that's fine. But what I do with my money is to own a law firm. I want to have a business I can pass on to my son at the end of the day. So whether I finish school or not, like, I want to get my bachelor's program, and then if I don't go to law school, I don't go to law school. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to focus. So I'm just taking it, like, day by day, real slow. You know, if I decide to do something, I would get a manager. I would make Cassius my manager. But I don't want to sign to nobody right now.
Now, Holiday the Golden Child, we're going to switch narratives. Who was your celebrity crush? Who is your celebrity crush?
Who was?
Who was or who is?
They not really crushes because I met them, and I'm not, you know what I mean? I've never done anything with them, but, you know, I know them, so, you know, and they're great people. My childhood crush, Cam.
Dipset?
And that's the homie. Shout out to Cam. And now, I would have to say just some succulent eye candy. Ladies would have to agree. Davies.
All right. Who you got, Curly? Who was your celebrity crush?
Now if I can exclude all that. Nah, I don't know if I want to say it.
Why? Just say it.
Take Off.
Okay.
Take Off. Okay.
I met him. He's real cool.
Okay.
Holiday the Golden Child. Do you prefer sex in the morning, at night, or the afternoon?
I like afternoon and nighttime. Don't wake me up for some sex. Don't do that. Like I like my sleep, and my sleep is very precious to me. I will fight you in my sleep. I will wake up swinging.
Good morning.
I don't like that, especially if I'm in some good sleep.
I ain't gonna fuck with you.
Curly Red, what you say? Afternoon, night, morning, nighttime?
After work.
Fact.
After I made a check, I'm happy.
What's your opinion about being good in bed? What does a person have to do to be considered good in bed to Holiday the Golden Child?
Consistent. open,
Mm-hmm.
and available.
Okay. Available as far as whenever you hit them?
Yeah.
Okay. Curly Red,
I
what you
don't
say?
I'm a virgin.
Yeah,
I'm celibate right now.
I feel you. Oh, I feel you on that. You don't just want to touch.
Yeah, drop a bomb on that.
I feel I get like that sometimes too. I turn some shit down. Like, man, I'm straight, man. Let me get to the bird. I feel
If you could invite anybody to dinner with you, dead or alive, who would you take?
My dad.
Okay. Your dad not living?
Yeah, he passed away.
Rest in peace, Dad. Rest in peace.
Dad, man.
Curly Red.
That was easy.
Who?
Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
One
I
time.
put that on Instagram one time too. I did like a little question thing, and everyone respected my answer. You know, whatever. But for real though, I would, because I would like to see some miracles.
That's
in
a
person.
fact. Now, you know, in this segment, we got to get into the holiday sex tips. You got to give the women out there at least 3 to 5 sex tips.
3 to 5.
The biggest and the best.
Some of them may not be sexual, but they play a big part. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes as women, we don't pay attention to what the man wants because we're so caught up in what we want and what we want to be. And sometimes we strip men of being men sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they like being men. Like, you know what I mean? Just being in control. So I would say the first one is listen.
Mm-hmm.
Being good and bad. The second one is great head.
Great.
Like,
I don't
great.
suck dick for the record.
Drop another bomb on that.
Wow.
What you say?
I don't do that.
You don't suck dick?
Wow.
Like, if you my nigga, like I will do it once in a while, but
okay.
What's once in a while?
Say that.
I don't know. You
say
gotta persuade me.
Alexa, play Akinelli, put it in your mouth.
Facts.
But you get 8 out though?
Huh?
You'll get 8 out though.
I mean, I don't care if I don't. I mean,
Man.
niggas do it, but I don't care if I don't. Like, it's not gonna be something like,
get
oh,
outta
you gotta.
here, man.
I don't care about, because not a lot of the guys can't even do that shit. So like, don't even bother.
Drop another bomb on that.
Get out of here.
Well, let me.
It's about to be a bomb-filled section.
Please let me say this. I am a sexual connoisseur, and young lady, I'm sorry you have never experienced what I've experienced with sex, but anytime you want to know, I can take you there.
I didn't like I really don't like it.
Oh no!
I just don't like it.
Hey, Smoke, man, roll up.
We got a couple tweets in the building.
I'm definitely not putting that in my mouth. Definitely
We got a
not
couple
happening.
treats.
Hey, where the cup at, man?
Got a couple
Putting that in my
treats.
mouth.
My chest hurting.
You got the wrong one.
Next question
I'll eat the
is.
banana though.
Facts. Go ahead.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We ain't gonna look at you.
What the fuck? Let me tell you something.
Yeah, you can't
One,
even put that shit in
I
your
don't
mouth
even like
anyways, the
penetration like that. That's not even my thing. We're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
make this a sex talk, but I just wanted to let you know I don't even like. I like my pussy ate.
Facts.
I like a mental stimulator.
Facts.
I got a nigga right
Sapiosexual.
now. I'm dating, and we ain't even fuck. And every time he talk to me and I see him, I feel like he fucked the shit out of me.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
That boy smooth then.
Yeah, that nigga smooth way from.
Smooth nigga.
No matter. And
Oh.
then I got a nigga that do fuck me good
Mm-hmm.
and I shed a tear after I come.
Now I gotta ask you this:
Yeah, watch
what
out
song
with
was
that
bigger for the culture, "Slob on My Knob" or "Put It in Your Mouth"?
Put it in your mouth.
You think "Put It in Your Mouth" was bigger than "Slob on My Knob"?
Of course.
What you think so? Akinelli, yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all say back there? What you say,
Culture.
Solo?
That's the culture.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
I say.
They both equal.
I think they equal.
Put it in your mouth came before slob on your
That's
knob
what I'm
anyway.
saying, though.
Years before it
Yeah.
even popped off. It's the culture.
Yeah.
Slob on the knob derived from put it in your mouth. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Where's your dictionary?
All right, we got a couple current events. We got Bill Cosby sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for sex crimes committed. How do y'all feel about that?
That's sad.
If he did it, then he deserves it.
Man, he ain't.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
And if he didn't, then God will only God can fix that. You understand what I'm saying? So, and whatever's happening is happening for a reason. We can't question why God do what he do. So at the end of the day, he did for a reason, and it is what it is. And if he didn't do it, Justice will persevere.
That's a fact. Birdman and Young Thug under investigation for Lil Wayne tour bus shooting. How y'all feel about that?
That's why I don't ride with rappers.
How y'all feel about that?
I mean, it is what it is.
Police raid 6ix9ine's home in Brooklyn just to find a gun. That's all they found. They raided his crib for no reason. There's nothing.
I mean,
that's
not no
speculated.
reason.
He talked shit though.
That would be a probation violation.
Of course, they gonna feel like he got.
That is a probation violation.
It is a probation. So it's not no reason. They raided it and got something. But in the
if
day, he hasn't been
Dubai,
home.
Though.
Yeah, he hasn't been home. That's not gonna stick on him. Anybody could have brought a gun in there.
Yeah, so it's like, what's the purpose even running in his crib for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't even have a warrant.
Exactly. So what's the point?
No probable cause. He don't even flash guns on his Instagram. He don't even.
He don't do that.
He be wilding, but he don't be even showing guns. It be jewelry and money.
Facts.
So what was your motive? That's crazy.
Hey, NYPD, dog.
No, they want to find a way to extort niggas. Run down, find something. Oh,
I mean, that's how the system is, though. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Suck my dick.
Carter 5 release, Lil Wayne's 36th birthday, mixed reviews. How y'all feeling about that Carter 5? You heard anything?
I haven't listened to it, but I like to jam to it when I'm working out. So tomorrow I'm gonna be on the Stairmaster for now. And
listen to Uproar. Uproar is like a newer special delivery. They use that same beat and just remixed it. So niggas up there dub stepping in New York right now to that shit.
I would like to say I like the album. It's a mix between old Wayne and new Wayne. I mean, a lot of it was a little slower, his slower rapping. Because I guess he tried to do more of like our rap culture too, mixing with it. The only one thing I didn't like was, and on top of that, Nicki Minaj could sing. I like Nicki Minaj. Like she put on some good vocals. The only thing I didn't like was that song with X. He ain't pronounced his name right. Like how you make a song.
Temptation.
How you make a song, you don't know the nigga name. And I doubt this song was actually done together.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. So it's after he died, but like you can't even say the nigga name right. That's disrespect. I don't like that.
I mean, a lot of niggas can't really say his name.
But like you got him, you got his name.
Tentacion.
You got his name on your song. Like I don't care. You don't have a song with somebody and can't pronounce their name. Period. And if you can't pronounce it, don't say it.
Yeah. So
I just don't like it. I find that to be very disrespectful. Nah, I'm not. Like I was close friends with X, but I just find that very disrespectful. I mean, it's straight, but nobody wanted to tell him that's not how you say the man's name. Like nobody could have told him that.
Now we gonna get into some.
X was my friend, so I mean, for people who
music politics.
I fuck with him though.
Why y'all feel like there can only be one dominant female rap artist at a time?
Who feel like that?
The society feels like that. Culture always puts the girls together.
I'm in my own lane. Nobody can move me out my lane. She do something that she do. I do something that I do. And it's something special in all of us.
Facts.
As far as we go with it, that's up to you. And whatever your path in life is. But to say like, oh, I'm the best in the game, like, nah, you're not, because niggas can blow right past you, sis. Relax.
But niggas say that shit too. That's not just a girl thing. Niggas say that shit too.
Yeah, but when niggas say it, it's just like I think it's within they sub, like, like I'm the best to ever do it. Yeah, they gotta say it because that's the man ego, like, you know what I mean? But
I think everybody should think they're the best, to be honest. It's just a certain way you handle it.
Yeah, I really just think it's lanes. Like, like there's the HOV lane and everybody doesn't have a pass to get on that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes you got to create your own lane too. You feel me? So what would you, we going to switch the narratives again. What factors would y'all say have destroyed the black family? What factors have destroyed the black family to y'all? What you think? What factors have destroyed the black family?
The fact that people think it's okay now to videotape their children, like the situation with the weed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not white kids doing it, it's black kids doing it, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's becoming an epidemic because they're thinking it's cool to pull out the camera and videotape everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and got your kids cursing and saying and doing these skits that they see on Instagram. Like, yo, your kid is 3. There's no reason she got her hand on her hip. And she's like, oh, no, we don't care about these bitches. No. Yeah. You already said her. You're not even giving her a shot to be focused on the right shit.
Fact.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So I think because the white people protect their children's mind. they make sure they filter them with what they want to filter them with.
Yeah,
And so it can set them up to be successful. Some, majority. We got to do better as black people, as black families, keeping our families together. The women just having, I don't have children, and not to, it's nothing to do. I respect mom. My best friend got 2 kids. She's a great mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how she does it. I call her Superwoman all the time. Like, she working, she got 2 kids, she come home, she cook, and she got a man to take care of. He a whole nother kid. You know what I'm saying?
And she knows.
Yeah, and I be like, bitch, I can't do none of that. I gotta wake up and brush my teeth and go to the gym, and I feel like that's a lot. And I gotta go to the studio, and did I eat today? You know what I'm saying? Like, your shit is so different. So, I think women just being more conscious of, having babies and how I'm going to raise this child and what type of child I want to raise, an example I want to be, because you have to be examples, even though you want to be like, I live my life how I want to live my life. No, but you can't no more. You have a child, and you understand what I'm saying? So, and even for someone who like me who doesn't have a child, I'm in the process of setting up for what my child can filter to see when I do have children, and be able to look back and be like, damn, that was my mom.
Yeah.
Now, as we bring the show to a conclusion, you know what I'm saying? Supreme Surfers episode 6 with Curly Red, Holiday the Golden Child. This section of the show, we call this or that. I give you an item or an object, and you either pick one or the other. So, fast head or slow head?
Slow.
She don't like it.
Oh, yeah, she don't like it. Home cooked meals or eating out?
Eating out.
Home cooked meals.
Toilet paper or wipes?
Wipes.
Toilet paper.
Day parties or nightclubs?
Nightclubs.
Nicki Minaj or Remy?
Nicki.
We talk about Remy Ma?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, music. Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Baths or showers?
Showers.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Love or money?
Love.
Money.
Get the money. Love will come.
Money.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Horror.
Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
Cat Williams.
Yeah, for
Gang in this bitch.
True. Cat.
All right, so this is the last section before we get out of here. It's called Riddle Me This. So I'm going to give y'all a riddle or, just something to think about, a little mind-boggling little question or what have you. So, Holiday the Golden Child. Soup is considered a liquid dish. So is cereal considered soup?
No. Soup has to be hot. No, it doesn't. Soup can be cold. So is cereal considered a soup?
Mm-hmm.
It's not, though.
What you say, Curly?
I mean, you said liquid dish. I mean, it's a liquid dish, but I don't know if you're talking about soap, liquid dish.
No,
This is like a riddle. Like, it's supposed to be hard. It ain't supposed to be easy.
Just make you think outside the box a little bit.
So
it's not soup. Cereal's not soup.
So check.
I mean, cereal can technically be soup. It's just not hot soup. It can be hot. I mean, you said
cereal is still
you said
like
soup.
oatmeal, porridge. That's still cereal.
You said soup is a liquid dish. So anything that is you're basically saying anything that is a liquid dish is technically soup. But that's not the only thing soup is. Soup is more than just a liquid dish.
Break it down.
Soup is more than just a liquid dish. So I mean, just because cereal is a liquid dish does not make it soup. Because soup is also hot. Soup. So I mean.
But fire isn't burn.
Fire isn't burn. Fire burns.
Okay.
So what? I don't know what that has to do with. What does that have to do with? What does it have to do with?
I'm trying to cross you up. I'm trying to hit you.
That shit funny, man.
All right.
I was gonna say no.
So, what state did the Boston Tea Party happen in?
Massachusetts.
You quick on your feet. I shouldn't have asked you that because you from up north.
That
a lot
was
of people
easy.
said
That's
Boston.
a history question.
But people say Boston.
You said Boston.
No, but that's
Boston's
easy.
a city. You know what I'm saying? We say the state.
If you know your
people still say
history,
Boston.
you know it can't happen in
You know what I'm saying?
Massachusetts.
I shouldn't have asked you that. You from
That
up
was
top.
easy.
That's cheating.
That was easy.
You said that's cheating. Trouble ball.
All right. Yeah, double bob on that. Curly Red.
Yes.
What does the E in email stand for?
Electronic.
God damn, they good. Drop another ball. God damn. Okay. Well, this one should fuck y'all up, right? If a vampire bites a zombie, does the zombie become a vampire?
It's dead.
Or the vampire becomes a zombie?
The vampire becomes a zombie. Because don't the zombies have that blood and you bite them and you die too? If we talk about zombies like Walking Dead,
becomes a
you
vampire.
get bit, you die.
But a vampire is like immune to all blood, so it's like.
Is it? I don't know shit about
becomes a
vampires. How
vampire.
am I supposed to know?
I used to be a vampire.
I mean, if vampires are immune to blood, then I guess the zombie's gonna become a vampire then.
All right, so I'm gonna hit you with this last one. I'm gonna bring you back to one from an old show we did. Are fish in the ocean wet or dry?
They're wet.
They're wet when they come out of the water.
So technically they're dry in the ocean.
They just fish in the ocean.
What you think?
It's wet.
You think it's wet? So if you were to jump into the pool and never come out, would you be wet?
Yep.
How?
Because that's what water does. It makes you wet.
But we won't know you wet until you come out the water.
What do you mean? As long as you're in the water, you're just wet.
How?
What do you mean how? That's what water does when it's on people, on things. It's wet.
That's a fact.
Rocks inside the ocean are wet. Everything inside of the whales are wet.
You would just say it's in water.
When they come out of the water, they're still wet until they dry off.
So that means you can cry underwater then?
Yes.
You gonna see your
Hey, let's wrap the show up on that holiday to go.
What was the answer to the cereal one though? Oh, you don't know the answers? Wow.
You know what?
How you answer the question?